In the news, kidnapped RCCG members' abductors demand 50 million naira ransom. And suicide bomb explosion, over 14 injured as bombers hit Indonesian cathedral on Palm Sunday. And in Egypt, over 30 killed in passenger train collision. In entertainment, Rivers government hosts Grammy winner Burna Boy in Port Harcourt. And in sport, Bosnia coach tests positive for COVID-19 ahead of qualifier match. Details coming up shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinamo, and this is TOS News 360. The Kaduna State Police Command has launched a manhunt for the abductors of 8 members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God who were kidnapped on Friday. The State Police Public Relations Officer, Mohammed Jalige, told journalists that the police is working closely with the leadership of the RCCG in the state to ascertain the actual number of those abducted with a view to rescuing them alive. Meanwhile, the Public Relations Officer of the Kaduna province of the RCCG, Alao Joseph, said the church members were kidnapped by bandits at about 7 p.m. on Friday along Kachia Road. And former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said that the Nigerian government lacks the capacity to address issues facing the country. The statement, which was posted on his official Twitter handle, called on stakeholders and elder statesmen to help in rescuing the West African nation from his various economic woes. Atiku's statement was in reaction to a recent report that tagged Nigeria as the nation with the highest unemployment rate in the world. The tweet partly read, "We are a precipice as a nation, and that the truth is that all stakeholders and elder statesmen have to speak up on time, while there is still a Nigeria to save. This government obviously lacks the capacity to address our current challenges, and we must help them. Not because of the government, but because of our people," he tweeted. And moving on to security, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has condemned the murder of security operatives and attacks on facilities in some states of the Federation. The Inspector General of Police, in a statement issued on Sunday by the Police Force Public Relations Officer, Frank Mba, said, "No murder will go unpunished." The police boss reiterated that the force will not tolerate any further attack on its personnel or any citizen by any individual or group under any guise whatsoever. He also assured that law enforcement agents have gathered sufficient intelligence on the attackers and are closing up on scores of suspects already implicated in the attacks, either directly or indirectly, for financing, aiding and abetting the criminals. And the national leader of the All Progressives Congress and former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has insisted that martial security measures alone is not enough to solve the insecurity problem currently faced by the country. Tinubu, who spoke while presiding over the 2021 Sardauna Memorial Lecture held at Arewa House in Kaduna State, stressed that economic problems require economic solutions. He said that problems that are essentially of an economic origin must also have an economic solution, and explained that enhanced security may be the first step towards solving the security problems facing the nation, but that it cannot be the only step, and he urged the country to be resolute in the search for solutions to the security challenges facing the nation. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to investigate an alleged misuse of the 4.5 billion naira donations, loans and support the Kogi State government obtained from the federal government, including over 90 million naira reportedly spent on software to track COVID-19 cases in the state. SERAP stated that if there is relevant and sufficient admissible evidence, anyone suspected to be involved should face prosecution as appropriate. The group, who made a call in a letter dated March 27th, is calling on the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, and the appropriate anti-corruption agencies to investigate the alleged misappropriation. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you're watching TOS News 360. Stories from across Africa after the break this day. Welcome back. Thanks for staying. The World Health Organization has stated that nearly 7 million Africans have been administered the COVID-19 vaccine jab. This was contained in a statement it released on Thursday, where it added that so far, about 25 million vaccines have been distributed to 38 nations in the continent. It also added that 30 out of the 38 nations have commenced the vaccination exercise, with priority being given to essential service providers and the vulnerable. And now to Mozambique. Following the launch of an attack on Palma, a town in northern Mozambique, news sources say that for the first time, insurgents are specifically attacking foreigners in the ongoing fight. Although details remain sketchy, at least a dozen British, South African and other non-Mozambicans working or contractors on the gas project have been killed. This is according to eyewitness account, which also added that foreigners, including some staff of the United Nations, other non-governmental organizations, have gone missing. Reports also claim that one of those killed in Palma was a British man who attended a meeting with the British High Commissioner and was building a staff compound for 2,000 workers expected to arrive in the town. And moving on to Egypt, 2 passenger trains have collided in central Egypt, leaving more than 30 people dead and many more injured. A statement from the Egyptian Health Ministry confirmed that 32 people were killed and 66 others injured and transported to the hospital. Egypt's Railway Authority said that the accident was caused by an unknown individual applying the emergency brakes in the first train, which was subsequently hit by the train behind, causing 2 carriages to derail, newspaper reported. And moving on, we talk about an Indonesian cathedral that was rocked by a suicide bombing on Sunday, with body parts littering the chaotic scene as Christians inside celebrated the start of Holy Week. The blast at the church in Makassar city on Sulawesi Island happened around 10:30 a.m. local time and left at least 14 church officials and congregants injured by debris, police said. According to sources, the blast happened just after congregants finished celebrating Palm Sunday, the first day of Holy Week, which commemorates Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. And still on Palm Sunday, the Pope of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has called on Christians to emulate the life of Jesus Christ, explaining that it is not enough to admire his qualities. While delivering a homily in St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Francis recounted how those who earlier hailed Jesus later turned out to call for his crucifixion. He stated that they admire him, but their lives are not changed. To admire Jesus is not enough. We have to follow in his footsteps to let ourselves be challenged by him to pass from admiration to amazement. You're still watching your digital first Pan-African News Network, TUS Television. Up next is Business News Tuesday. You're welcome back. Investment and tech experts in the country have urged Nigerians to imbibe the culture of investing on viable platforms which will yield future dividends as opposed to saving. Raphael Chukwujeku, Chief Executive Officer of Blue Diamond, who gave the charge during the company's first investment expo and app launch in Abuja, says due to the continuous depreciation in the value of treasury bills, it has become unsafe to save, especially in the post-COVID-19 era. The expert also called on Nigerians to leverage the potentials of mobile technology to promote their businesses and improve sales.
Leaving your money in the bank is not a smart idea. Because you've worked hard for this money, it is time for your money to work hard for you, because you can't keep working for money all the days of your life. So the smartest thing you can do is to invest not only in yourself, but to invest in your future. And the only way you can do that is when you invest in viable and in verified opportunities. Now, when you are investing, you're not only investing in yourself, you're investing for your children, you're investing for your education, you're also investing for your future. And that guarantees the quality of life you will live when you grow old.
At this age that we are now, we need something more robust and something that that a lot of people can connect to. And whereby, let me just call it like a platform, whereby a lot of people can connect to, and they could bring their business into the platform and make sales on regular basis. So what I feel is that, because mostly what I see nowadays is that people just isolate themselves, do one small thing, push it outside, in which at later stage it won't get the particular audience that is required for that particular business.
And to entertainment, Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State on Saturday hosted Grammy Award-winning Afrobeat artist Burna Boy at the Rivers State Government House. The governor said the state is proud of Burna Boy for becoming a winner of the prestigious Grammy Award. Wike stated that the Afrobeat artist had indeed made all Rivers indigenes proud and pledged the support of the state to promote his craft and urged him not to relent in his musical endeavor. And moving on to sport, talking about the AFCON qualifier, the Super Eagles have maintained its top spot of Group L standings in the AFCON qualifier after a 93rd minute winner from substitute Paul Onachu on Saturday evening. The Nigerian side had already booked their place in Cameroon after Lesotho and Sierra Leone played out a goalless draw earlier in the day, with Benin needing 1 point from the match against Nigeria to also secure a place at the finals of the competition. The Super Eagles had travelled by sea to the capital of Benin on Friday after players raised concerns about the poor road network linking the neighbouring West African countries. And talking World Cup, Bosnia and Herzegovina coach Iavlo Petev has tested positive for COVID-19 few days ahead of the 2022 World Cup qualifier against world champions France. This was contained in a statement by the Balkan Nation Football Federation. Upon their return from Finland, where Bosnia drew 2-2 in the opening qualifier, the squad were tested and results late on Friday revealed that Petev was positive. All the players and staff tested negative, the statement added. And that is TUS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African network. For more updates, visit www.tustvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TUS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TUS Television. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Thank you for watching.